You guys can come in. I don't care. All right, you guys go ahead. I'm on live, so you can enter the chat anytime. That's gonna be your name, Mr. Hot Mike. Hot Mike Jimmy. Hey everyone, Wayne here. So I just want to join and tell you thank you for being with me on this Friday, where I go down the rabbit hole of your financial empowerment hour, where I'm just trying to encourage you and get you to then take one step that helps your financial picture. I've got an office full of activity today because we're working on a lot of things. If you know me or anything of me, you realize that I always am doing something that helps a broader community. And with that being said, what I'm looking to do is just talk about how we can take small steps towards something, and maybe you will eventually help me do the thing which people are telling me I need to do. So one of the areas that I specialize in is finance, and the other area is real estate. So I think I cover a good group with those two things. One is individual finances, investments, starting accounts, and for retirement. For one of the meetings we had this week was dealing with ADP, who is a partner, and deploying through payroll that they already handle, 401k. So if that's something that you have questions about, I'd love to schedule some time, sit and talk with you, set up a meeting with our partners so that we can discuss these topics for your staff, for yourself, and then also in the real estate realm of the world, working with investors, business owners, individuals, and families. Now, one of the things that I talk about is there is right now in August 21st, 2026, the market is really geared towards individuals that are looking at new construction, because the threshold into home ownership is really, I, I don't think there's a better opportunity for someone to get into home ownership um, right now outside of new construction. So I would like for people to really have the confidence that they can actually afford and get into a home. Hot Mike Jimmy. So let's see. I want to hop on this to make sure that there we go. I want to make sure that I'm being heard and seen, and I can see your comments. So if you have questions, drop it in the comment section. I will respond. If you're just hopping on to say hi, if you'd like to have a face-to-face and join the chat, please request it and I'll bring you on. So with that being said, I was discussing home ownership and new construction. With the incentives that are being offered, you're being able to not have closing costs on most homes. You're not paying buyer's commission, and you're also getting a very low interest rate. Those are three major factors that I think make and create home ownership opportunities for individuals. That being said, being fiscally responsible and working with your finances is really key and important. So we never like to put anyone, I have a fiduciary responsibility to anyone that is a client of mine. And one of the things that I focus on is how are you going to um, be positioned financially 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road? And is this a good position for you to be in? So, with that being said, one of the things that I wanted to toss out there, totally different subject that what I have spent some time talking about, is life insurance. I want to share a story about life insurance with you. So, when I got life insurance, it was in 2001. And the reason I got life insurance was because, as most of you know, I'm from New York, and 9/11 had just happened. So it made me very, very acutely aware of mortality, dangers of, just going to work and not coming back home. I did not have a wife. I did not have a girlfriend. I did not have a child. I had my own personal life and debts, but I knew it was a responsibility that I was ready to deal with and take on. So, to not leave my debt to anyone, and I created an instant estate. The reason I'm using that language is because I want you to understand what life insurance is. It's not, oh, if I die, I'm, leaving money to my family. It is, for me, the foundation of a plan, a financial plan, which most people don't ever get around to. They don't plan um, their life out in this manner. They figure, I'll work, I'll do well, I'll save, I'll put away, I'll have things at the end of the road. That's not really the plan that works, not historically. So, with that being said, let's take this approach and let's look at it this way. If you were to say, I'm 21 years old, and at age 50, I would like to have X in a account of mine, that this is going to make me feel comfortable in life. Whatever that number is, maybe it's 500,000, maybe it's 5 million. Let's just say right now at age 21, what's your roadmap to get you there? If you don't have a roadmap, then how will you get to that destination? So, what I do and what I can help individuals do is put together that roadmap, that plan, and have you then follow it, because that's how you get to your destination. I would like to say, if you were to create that goal right away, then life insurance would be the product that puts it in that space. So you're creating an instant estate. Now, why do you want an instant estate? Well, you want it because you don't know what life will unfold, and you don't know what the future holds and when and how much time you have to accomplish and reach that destination. So, in the meantime, you've got something that's already in place. So, I feel that's why you get life insurance. You get it to start that planning and responsibility and the accountability that you will have on your life. Put it in place. I've had it since then, so 25 years. And one of the aspects that people don't really think about is, individually, when I had gotten married and I had my first child, my second child, I didn't so much have that concern, that worry. God forbid, what happens to me, what will happen to my family? Will they be taken care of? So I can tell you this, um, as a police officer and dealing with some of the events that I've dealt with in New York and experienced, that peace of mind definitely was comforting. So having that little piece of paper that said, yeah, I don't have to worry about letting my family down, and something in place, because also I was doing a job that was very dangerous. I was doing a job where I lost many friends, where there was a lot of tragedy that happened almost weekly that we had to shake off and go home and just accept. Knowing that, I wanted to definitely make sure that my family was taken care of. To me, it was a responsible action, and that's what we did. Later on, it turned into not only planning, but a destination to get to, that I would then be able to say, hey, if I am uh, doing a job and it doesn't work out, and something happens to me health wise, physically, it's not just thinking negatively, it's thinking about, if something unexpected happens, what position do I leave my loved ones in? Closing that chapter. It was already there and it was taken care of. On the investment side, I love the fact that um, I'm having conversations with younger individuals that are starting to put money away. And I always get this, oh, I don't have enough money to put away at this point in my life. I'm going to do it later. If you can come up with $50 a month, okay? If you can do that, you have enough. And I encourage you to start now. If you are an adult and you have the investments already structured and you're doing that, what about your family members? What about individuals that you know? Get people started on this path, and you will be contributing to a better financial future for them. It's not hard, it's very easy to get started. 15, 20 minutes, set it and forget it. Just be consistent, and the rewards will be there waiting for you. That's what I want to really kind of emphasize and talk to anyone that's listening and comes across this right now. Um, I would like to make myself available on a consistent level, which is why I'm doing this from 12 to 1. I want to be here. I have open doors to my office, and you can come in and we can go over your paperwork and plan things for your future. Today's video, I'm being brief. I'm not going to give the whole hour online. I'm actually going to do something that will be taking action on something that I don't like to do, which it's crazy, but maybe once I do that, I'll discuss it. So that being said, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you take the initiative. Don't delay on something. Take action now. Call me, reach out to me, ask your questions, and let's sit down and put something together. If you are a very um, analytical type person, if you like to see something physical like a plan, I have a great product that I'd love to share with you. So I will see you next week, God willing. Have a great week. Take care.